degrees, but it's a beautiful day outside in California. Um, I'm not gonna make it very long. I hope y'all having a legendary grand day. Um, I'm just gonna try to get uh everything down because I've already basically talked about this video before. Um, that I'm going to talk about. It's more of just like I'm gonna um finish this one out. Um, considering this dude does have a little bit of a fan base. Not that that's the point and the reason why, but I don't want more people, spreading lies for no reason at all. And going out there and just simply for the fact that um, the dude might have creative talent um, when he makes ideas, but his drawings just seem like they're out of a coloring book. Out of a kid's coloring book. They don't. That's just the beginning. But check this out, okay? Here's the deal. Um, let's start it out with 2016. I went to Florida and I was gonna partner with these people, and I made a video about it on my ex Deadly's channel when I was playing the character and doing the gimmick. And then I'm not gonna be like negative in this video. It's just gonna be going through each point and hope the best for him, just like everybody else. I don't have to keep explaining this in every single video, so I'm just gonna again make it do this and then be finished with it, and then go back to my Minecraft grind of trying to beat the game. And then once I get that game beat, moving on to other things. So I'm just gonna try to make this as fast as possible. I have some bullet points I want to go through, and we'll go from there. So 2016, like I said, Florida, Orlando. I was going to Disney World because of JJ Orange. Shout out to him. And we were able to, and we did that. It was one of my favorite times of all time with the family. And what's it called? The people there wanted to. No, I think it was Shadow Ripper. I wasn't X Deadly at the time. Something like that. And they wanted to collaborate with me. And the thing is, we talked about it, and they said it had to be kid friendly, had to be like PG, and from what I can remember, and then they said, we can work out something there. So I was like, all right, bet I could do that. So I made a video talking about it, and I said the video or the channel is going to be a lot different now, or not a lot different, but it's going to be different. It's basically how my channel is here. It's not PG per se. It's just like it's made for everybody. But, every once in a while it'll have, like, some stuff that are suggestive themes or just, like, rated R, PG-13, etc., so on and so forth. Depending on what game I play or what the content is on, yada yada. And so I uploaded the video, and Dark Mario made a video talking about, and he texted me or whatever, and he was like, oh, that's stupid that you have to change your own channel. And it's like, okay, I know you don't understand that, but this is what I'm doing. This is my decision. This doesn't have to do anything with you. Now, by this time, this was like a year in of me and his friendship. I met him on Call of Duty. He deleted the videos he did with me, of course, just like Joshua or the Alpha Shot of Hawk clone did. There's similarities with these guys, you'll see. And I don't know if anybody on the outside's opinion got to Dark Mario. The Flea or the other X Deadly's clone, the second one. I don't know if anybody else's opinions got to him, or he just was stressing out and had stuff going on in his life, because he ended up switching up on me for some reason. He might have saw what I did as negative or toxic, as the Flea did or the X Deadly's clone, and this little group of people eventually saw what I did was toxic and all this, and then videos were made and live streams were made, and then they either got taken down or deleted. So that was really weird. But the only videos that are up, including diss tracks, either aren't even public anymore or aren't even there, or they're on like X Deadlies. And after I had quit the channel in 2021, or just, I don't even know. I retired from the channel in 2021 or 2020, and then I made a couple live streams or videos, whatever, coming back to the channel for fun and for the funny. And I made something called Smartest, like Genius, and I took the whole, or was inspired by the idea, and I did my own like parody thing on it. And I did a roast track, and it was the very first one, I believe, in 2021. And that was like already like bruh, the first one, and it was really good already. Um, but all of those things is what that little group did, and it was really sad. But it's just what YouTube allows on the platform. They don't have community guidelines or terms of service, because if they did, they wouldn't be there on the platform, or they'd at least get a strike or something, or a warning. But YouTube isn't doing anything about it. But basically, the people in Orlando, Florida, and me were going to partner, and I was going to change my channel. And he made a video just for some reason, like trying to have a reason to talk trash and have excuses. But keep in mind, this guy acts positive because his fan base is all children. But I'll get to that later. All Fortnite kids too. I mean, the only video he ever did on me that's like critiquing a negative video, of course, was on Fortnite. Go figure. And it had a lot of views, most likely because it's Fortnite. Um, so yeah, but I'll get to that video because that came after the what's it called? The video he made that I don't think is public anymore. I'm pretty sure he deleted that along with the video that me and him made. Basically, one of the first videos on his channel was with Shadow Ripper. It's called like Call of Duty Episode 1. It was on Black Ops 2, and I was helping him basically, go on the platform. I was helping him just like Alpha Shadowhawk, the clone of Alpha Shadowhawk, or Joshua, and just like, a couple of other people that have, went in this little group to be like anti frickin' the homies X710 and anti X Deadlies or whatever the freak they're doing. And just the weirdest ones are both Joshua, or the Alpha Shadowhawk clone, and Dark Mario, because they just randomly switched up for no reason at all. And they see it as negativity or toxicity, which is very weird because coming from them after what they did, they've been more negative and they've been more like that. As when I was accidentally, I wasn't meaning to be, but it did happen sometimes, and it was because the people I was around and the environment, Razor Wire, frickin' just, excuse me, the whole house, in 2020 to 2021 before I moved out was the worst. And that's why, people saw X Deadlies as, toxic, or my streams as negative, and that's why that was all like that, because not only were they on drugs, but I was doing the drug called marijuana, and I was smoking, and it really, like, just made me not myself. Like, that's what drugs will do to you, and they'll mess up everything and just your entire life and everything about it. No matter how you put it, if you smoke or even drink, it'll just change everything. If you don't drink right, or if you drink too much, if you just do it every once in a while, then if you're good with it, you're good with it. I don't know. Everybody's different. But it still doesn't give Dark Mario an excuse to be like, oh, I'm jealous. I'm jealous that X Deadlies is getting this deal. Why am I not getting this deal? But he's saying that he has people that follow him, and he's like, oh, I don't know about that. On his My Only Response, maybe, I don't know if you have more views than me, X Deadlies, on freaking Instagram and this and that, because I have real people sending me requests or commissions or whatever they call it. I don't know how they do it. That's what it's called in DeviantArt. Or whatever he's doing, he's saying, like, I don't know if you have that, because I have actual views and people in real life that tell me to do this and sign this. And it's weird that he says that, but he gets jealous that I get partnered with somebody, which keep in mind, we never became really close friends. We barely knew each other. We never got to be friends. We just met through online and we played some Call of Duty matches, and that's literally as far as that went. So for him to be mad at someone he doesn't know, that's just, he definitely has his own problems in his own life that he has to solve. So that was the one of the first things. And then I don't know if he was like CGS and got jealous and got mad for no reason and thought I was being negative and toxic in 2017 when I was doing the COD God squad that I created and literally brought random players together, and then just for the whole thing to disband. And it was going good until Dark Mario's influence on them, and Dark Mario just kind of like turned them against me in a way, and which is really weird because I brought it all together, and that's why Pop Tart is even getting views anyways, and all that. But that was at the height of all their quote unquote careers, for lack of a better term, because there's no careers going for any of them at all, including Dark Mario. But I was trying to start a career for them. I was trying to do that because I have an audience, and that's what some people can't accept. Like this little group that I'm talking about. They cannot accept that I have an audience and I've have over 1,000 subscribers. If you do the research, and if stalk and obsess and follow homosexually, um, in your brain you're homosexual, and you follow me through that many years. If you actually do the research, since you might as well, because you've been following me for years, that little group, or they have been, then you'll see that I have over 1,000 subscribers. So no matter how many sub bots were made, whether I use them or not, it's not even 100 of those. So no matter how many 2,000 subscribers someone gets from buying them from bots, or including all their channels combined, if they even have 3,000, it's still not as many viewers in the audience, not as many people that have that have watched me or liked my content. It's not as much as me, and they cannot accept that. They cannot accept the loss, and that's why I knew, and that's why everybody else knows that's not in this whole situation, that knows that they have mental issues, obviously, because they cannot accept a loss, and that's also narcissistic, and egotistical. Um, and Dark Mario seemed all right. I didn't really care. I didn't really, you know, um, want him as a friend because I just had my own things going on and I was grinding my own thing. So you know, when I stopped playing with Dark Mario, I was like, okay, that's whatever. It wasn't like a big loss or anything, and that's the same thing for everybody else that I played with online. But some people can't really understand that. Um, but during 2017, there was a player named Royals who changed his name to, dude, I don't even know. People say I changed my name so many times, but don't even look at Joshua or frickin' Alpha Shadow Hawk clone, how many times he's changed his name, and frickin' Royals, and like, I mean, I've changed my name a lot. Don't get me wrong, not a lot. Okay, maybe a lot, but not like as much on YouTube, like from other type of things too, like gamer tags and stuff. I've changed my name way more on all of it combined than I have on YouTube. So um, then 2017, the kid named Royals had like some mental breakdown or something, and some weird happened. And again, I don't know if it's stress. I don't know if he has something going on in his life to make him like that. But that's not my problem. They can't place the blame on me. You know, that's just only excuses for them being negative and them making mistakes. And he just randomly, got mad at me one day and said, I'm gonna stop playing with you and I'm gonna stop being friends. And then he started talking trash, and that happened like a couple times more before I unadded him. And then I made a stream saying why he's not gonna be on the channel anymore. Because he was on the channel quite a bit because I streamed with him, and he was one of the people that my audience saw a lot on the platform. So I had to have an explanation, because people enjoyed that content. People enjoyed the COD God Squad, including the COD God Squad, and me. At least, I mean, even if I'm the only one in the COD God squad that actually cared about the content we made and enjoyed it and had fun during it and watching it and making the compilations that I made and spending all that time, then that's not only still someone that enjoyed it, but it's still something that is was an awesome idea and had so much potential. Just like me and Alpha Shadow Hawk, the clone, being friends. Um, but so he did that, and then I guess Starfield, for some reason, went negative because that's who he truly is. He's not a positive dude. He just has this little image that he acts like all positive and stuff, which he really isn't. But because no one saw the conversation I had with him when he was like, "Oh, what's CGS? What does that mean?" Because he doesn't understand it, of course. He can't have actual words that he cannot spell. And like I don't know the situation there, but like it's not very hard to spell simple words. But that's when I know, okay, someone might be disabled or have a mental disability or mental disorder or something. That's all right. Nothing against them and nothing against the LGBT. But I think this whole little group is homosexual, especially the Flea or the ex Deadly's clone. I think he's the most homosexual out of all of them. And then Alpha Shadowhawk the clone, Joshua, because he like I'm just gonna bring up this one more time just to explain the main reason why too. I literally told this dude I'm using the bathroom. It doesn't matter how bad your ADHD is, like I have ADHD. It doesn't matter how bad any that is. Unless you are homosexual. If you are homosexual, you will still go on with this and still do it, even after I tell you. So I told him, right? I'm gonna use the bathroom right quick. You can edit your class, do whatever. We're playing Black Ops 2. I'm on Warfare 3. I don't know. Usually we're playing Black Ops 2. Do what you gotta do. I gotta use the bathroom right quick. Like, give me like 10, 20 seconds. I'll be right out, and I'll go inside the room, and we can grind again. So I told him I'll be right back, right? I told him that, and I didn't lock the bathroom. No one's gonna walk in. I'm gonna be in there for like, what, 7 seconds, and I'm out. I leave the door open. Not like open where the door's open, like it's closed, but I didn't lock it. It's unlocked is what I mean. The kid still walks in mid piss, in the midst of my piss, of my peeing into the toilet, of my draining of leakage. This kid walks in, looks directly. All right, he could have just like been like, "Oh, my bad." Like, how do you think of that and still do it and still go on with it? The kid walks in, looks directly at my peen, laughs, and walk out. Bro, I will never forget that day because it just shows that at that moment I was like, okay, I need some privacy, bro. Like, I'm gonna start locking. Ever since that day, I started locking the bathroom door too. Like, nah, I'm not having that happen ever again. But anyway, going back to the uh, Dark Mario kid. So he hit up Royals or something along those lines, right? He hit up Royals, and they did something there, and they started collaborating. I'm like, okay, okay, cool, 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 cool. I stopped playing with Dark Mario at this time. I don't know what happened in between. I'm just saying what I remember. And so then Dark Mario brings over this little Mexican kid from a school or something called Slimback News, and they start like trying to be negative and says Deadly's false claims and all this other stuff. And I made a video called Exposing N1K and Dark Mario, and it was talking about how he acts positive, but he's really negative. Bringing negativity to Slimback News and trying to send it to me and just send it my way, and it's just not working. And they stopped doing that channel because obviously it was just to get attention because of the drama that they're trying to create and just, begging for attention. Because that's what Dark Mario and this little group is. They're just attention whores. They really, really want attention more than absolutely everything in the world. So when they don't get it and they can't accept the loss, that's when the egotistical ego kicks in. That's when the narcissism kicks in, and they just cannot, do anything about it, and they stress. So they try everything they can to get at me for some reason when none of them know me, except playing a Call of Duty game with me is how far I've gotten with them. I'm not even kidding. It's from this is people from the Call of Duty community, so it makes sense. Um, but Dark Mario was playing Fortnite at this time, and they were grinding Fortnite. So was I. I was a little bit grinding it, and it was fun. I'll admit it was fun until after season 4. Then it was just like, okay, it's not hitting the same. They just running out of ideas, and it was like that more later on. But just right then and there is when I got disinterested in Fortnite. And every once in a while I would still play it, like the Chapter 2 thing that I did with JJ Orange. That was fun, don't get me wrong. But it was only fun because he played with me. Otherwise, it would just be like another day of playing that game again. And, me not enjoying it as I used to because it's just not that good. But, so, they start collaborating, making Fortnite videos. Worlds changed his name for some reason and called his fans the Worlds Army, like I called my fans the Deadly's Army. So, he's inspired by me, and then Joshua, the Alpha Shadowhawk clone, is inspired by me. You know, it's just that's how I know that I'm already popular and I'm already getting a lot of views and stuff. So, there's nothing really to say there. Um, so uh, then the CGS basically disbanded because of Dark Mario, and the CGS, the COD God Squad, Kintor, Poptar, MVP, all those people started playing with Dark Mario, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. Back to solo grinding, I guess. Is this really happening? Is this what they're doing? And yeah, that's what they started to do. I got a ninja defuse also during the COD God Squad days in 2017 when Call of Duty World War II first came out. I played with Dark Mario, COD God Squad, and a couple of friends, and we all played on that one map and sniped and just had a good game there. So I don't know how we can, have a good game and have fun before, just like with Alpha Shadowhawk the clone, and then all of a sudden they just switch up and just start not liking me, even though they liked me, were subscribed, commented on my content, and just completely was a fan and a friend in a way, I guess you could say. I mean, we weren't really friends; they were more of acquaintances. Um, I guess you could say, PlayStation friend or Call of Duty friend or whatever, and then all of a sudden just completely switch. So I don't really care, but um, then his little video came out, and he made a video called "My Only Response Maybe." Didn't talk about me. He talked about me in the video. He didn't say my name. He didn't elaborate. He didn't at me in the title because he has the like positive image he's trying to go for, of course, obviously. And that was probably the most negative video he's made because no one asked him to make it. He made that on his own terms. That just showed how far he's gotten in stressing because of basically my success, or just, but it's not even like directed at anyone, like I said in one of my songs. Like, you can be mad at it, but it's not like directed at you. It's not directed at anybody. It's not like, oh, I'm winning, so you have to be mad. Like, why does that matter to you? Unless you're homosexually attracted, or yeah, I don't even know how else. There's could be reasons. I mean, unless that, and like unless you're a fan. It's as simple as that. Because you have to be like really, really mental to be mad at something like that. And everybody got something going on in their life, and I wish the best for all of them in that little group, and everybody else, and you guys watching this even. But like, where's that coming from? So he made that, and then he was talking about freaking talking about how I was being negative or toxic, and just like all, basically the main excuse for why these people are mad that just play games their entire life and that's their entire career. Um, they just use the excuse saying I'm negative or toxic just because they simply don't understand it. Um, and it was one of those videos where it's like it didn't have to be uploaded. It wouldn't Life wouldn't be different, with it not being on YouTube, but it is. Um, and he just basically said why people don't come online anymore and play and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, that's cool and all, but if you really wanted to tell me all this, that's why my messages are open. That's why it's so weird that they act a certain way and they have this like little persona on the internet and have this little personality or character or whatever, and they act a certain way when it comes to videos, when it's no interaction with me, when I'm not in the thing. But when it comes down to, like, my messages are open, so anybody can talk to me, anybody. And they end up making a video instead of texting me this because no one outside cares. No one, literally no one does. But if it mattered that much to them, they can talk to me about it. You know, there's no reason why they can't. But they choose to make a video, they choose to do that, and it was just really sad. So then he came back with the Flea or the X Deadly's clone, the second one, and reacted to like some years old video or something like that. And then I'm just like, okay, there's just nothing else to say. He always stutters when he talks about me, and when I talk to him on the Black Ops 3 party chat talking about N1K and CGS, and he was all asking, what is CGS? And this was like 2018 or something like that, I'm pretty sure. He was like, oh, what is CGS? He's like, okay, he's never going to understand it even if I explain it, but I'm going to explain it, and then, you know, he can take that information with what he will do with it. And then I was like, okay, you're going to say that, so what is N1K? And then he's all saying that it's a drawing thing and a Call of Duty clan. Like, what? Like, I guess. But you can't, no, that's just, no. You can't do that. Because I've been in the position of a leader of Call of Duty clans for years, and one time as a, well, 2 times as a member in PL, Pure Luck, and in Ace, the clan on Black Ops 2. Pure Luck was a different clan by someone else, and I only was a member about 2 or 3 times ever, just to see how it is, and also like to see how people run their clans, and just to be in that position and just for fun, because why not? And you know, so I have experience in all this stuff. So when they're saying, you know, all this stuff about the Origins Alliance or all this stuff about clans and stuff, I'm like, you don't understand it. There's so many levels to a lot of this stuff that you don't understand, and it's all over gaming. So if you're mad about a game, then you need to get your life together. You know, so I think that's all the bullet points that I wanted to reach and talk about, all the stuff I want to talk about. So I'm going to read the chat as I do the outro, because I'm just going to read it and respond to anything that anybody might have questions about. And if you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Hope you have a legendary grand day. Go check out my legendary grand platinum, no, not legendary grand, platinum trophy hustle grind. I'm doing that right now. I'm only doing that on 2 games, Sword Art Online, Hollow Realization, and Minecraft. And I'm doing Minecraft at the moment right now. I'm going to go back in and go back to that live stream, because it is being live streamed at this moment. And it's already a really good start, and that is the seed that I'm going to be completing the game on. So thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate all the support, and legendary grand entertainment forever. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay, so here's the thing. To who dat or something like that. So what I want to say is, if you want to tell me that, you got to hit my messages. You got to tell me in my messages, because saying it in this, like, there's nothing you're really saying. You have to watch the whole thing, and if you don't understand it, that's fine. But if you ever uninstall Fortnite and you want to talk to me, finally, when you grow up from Fortnite, then we can go from there. And Call of Duty. Because Call of Duty, no one plays Call of Duty anymore. Like, that's just the truth. So if you're playing Black Ops 3 for that long, or if you're playing, you know, Black Ops Cold War, and you're reporting people and, you know, picking your ear and your nose, yeah. But if you're picking your ear and nose and talking about people being a grown man, that's a different story. So, and if you're not doing that, and if you're dyeing your hair pink or whatever, or, you know, if you want to talk about being a grown man, like I just said, hit my messages, because talking on a chat, there's no grown men thing about that. Talking to me in my chat isn't nothing grown about that. So you're going to get nowhere with that, and the more you keep this up, it's not going to do you any good. So keep it up if you want, but take my advice, and then, you know, listen to yourself maybe. That'd probably help you. So hope you guys have a good one. See you guys next time.